Welcome to October's Professional Development Blackboard. Carly and I took some time to put some things together that we use regularly on Blackboard. The first thing is we have a video here on how to archive old courses, but essentially all you do is go into the dashboard where it says My Courses. You click on the gear, it opens up a page. Unselect any courses you don't want to show up on your dashboard and click Submit. You must make your course available for your students to be able to see it. You go into the course itself, and under Course Management, you go to Customization and select Properties. The Sellability button is about halfway down the page where you click on Yes, hit Submit. And here's a video if you need more detailed information on how to make your course available. Finding student email addresses. You can find their addresses for logging in purposes for the computer. If they don't remember their email, it does not have their birthday, but obviously they will. You can also individually email a student or send an email blast to all of them. They can also go to Blackboard to email you. We point that out right away, especially with a crazy last name like Kreitzbender that they would have to type in. This is much easier for students to remember. And again, there's the video tutorial that you can go to for more detailed information on how to find and email students in Blackboard. Creating an announcement. This is a good place that sort of replaces that email blast. If you know students are coming in, you can put the assignment they're going to start with. You can put a number of different things here. We actually put our link to My Pearson's Lab just because students had such a hard time trying to get to the correct one on their own. Now they know just go ahead and open up their Blackboard and click in the announcements area. Here's also another how-to video in case you need more specific information on how to create an announcement. This is where you're going to start when you're ready to upload lessons and content. This is creating a folder. You go to the left-hand menu near the top where it says Start Here. There should be a link that says Learning Modules. You go in there. You're going to build content by creating a content folder. That's where you should start. Make sure that you are permitting users to view the content and tracking the number of views. Your choice to add beginning and end dates. I usually don't because the beginning is the beginning of class and the end is at the end of class, unless it's something I really don't want them to get into before the lesson in class. I won't set that. Now, for uploading content, I included a video on lesson planning. It's more comprehensive. Make sure that you have the content planned and ready to go before you start this process because it will be that much quicker if you're just prepared to go. So again, you click into the course, you go to the folder that you created, and then you go to where it says Assessments, and that's where you can choose a test, a survey, assignment, and so on and so forth. But for the lesson planning specifically, you're going to click on Assignment. We really don't use any of the other ones on here. That seems to work pretty well. We don't put due dates on there so that they're available throughout the course for any students that might have missed or just need to refer back to the notes to study up. Okay, exporting from the old class. Once you have a class set up the way you want it, this is much easier than having to do the whole process of creating those content folders over and over again. It is timely, so make sure that you've got 20 to 30 minutes to put into first exporting from the old class and then importing to the new class. There is a how-to video that does go into detail over the whole thing, so you can go back there at any point, but you just go into the course, you go under the class management, and you go under packages and utilities, pick export archive course. Once you're in there, you select all, and you'll get an email when it's done loading into a zip file. And from the email, you can download the zip file to a place where you can find it so you're ready for the importing process to the new class. So now you've gotten your email, you have your zip folder with all your content. You are going to go into the course that you want to copy the material into. Under Packages and Utilities, you'll find an Import Package View Log button. Click on that. Once you're in there, select all. And it might take some time, so there is a percentage counter of how much longer it's going to take or how much it's been downloaded at this point that you can kind of keep watch with. Go back to the video on the last slide in order to review importing into the new class as well as exporting from the old class. Okay, this is a good tutorial on student perspective, submitting an assignment. Any writing assignments that we have them not printed out. It's much easier. They can submit on their own pace, and you can actually grade it right there on Blackboard and give them feedback. So it is very helpful to do. So all they have to do is click in the assignment area, and it says text submission. They write the submission right there on the page. That's one way to do it. But if it's on like a Word document or something like that, they would go to Browse My Computer, and that's how they would upload it before they submit. So once they're happy with it, they can click on Submit. I suggest to you that the first couple times you do this, though, that you set up the assignment so that they can submit multiple times. I find that they accidentally upload something, and then you got to go in and delete it and start over. So it's just easier to let them have multiple attempts. And then every once in a while, you need to go into where it says the grading center and it says need grading. That's how you know whether or not they turned them in, and that's where you can comment and assign points based on how you feel they did, whatever your rubric is. Okay, finally, what we usually do with Blackboard is people trickle in, so we usually start with a social studies lesson of some sort, especially with the new civics test. They can get started as people are coming in, and then we go over the answers about 6:30. And then science and math we do in the middle. They're a little bit more intense and take a little bit more brain power, so it picks up the pace a little bit too of the class. It's not quite so quiet, it wakes them up. Plus, they really need the notes and everything in there to study on later on, to do homework and that sort of thing. So that makes it available without having to print out and make copies. And then usually we end up with some sort of grammar or reading comprehension skill or a writing assignment. It's just a good way to end class, especially with people leaving early and whatnot. They know they can get to that outside of class and finish it then. Hopefully what we have here is what you were looking for. If there's anything that we did not cover, please post that to the discussion board and I will reply to it with a video or a written explanation or another slide or something like that. So enjoy. Now try working through this on your personal Blackboard so you're all ready for the next session.